All right. Well, we're back. I can't believe I'm doing is this the top? Is this it? Is it over? Is it time to pack up our bags, make a nice lunch, go out into a field somewhere and just sell everything? We have a celebrity coin on deck today. That's right. It went with a $3 billion sprint and a face plant basically within a couple of hours. We're going to be talking about YZY Money, which was launched by Kanye West on Solana. And well, let's talk about it. We're going to start it right off with the narrative and vision. This is their website. You know, it's the traditional sort of Kanye style website. If you've seen his other one, they're all kind of like this. There's not too much here. I mean, they are trying to do Yay Pay and a YZY Card, which is whatever. Yay Pay is basically for merchant processing, and the YZY Card is spending YZY/USDC. It's framed as a new financial system. I can't even read this with a straight face. Built on crypto rails. That's the narrative anyway, but the execution is just not really there. This is an influencer token without a published white paper. The rails here are aspirational at best. There's no technical documentation. There's no compliance detail, and there's no merchant pipeline for this. Celebrity momentum does not mean product market fit. And I struggle to figure out if this is actually true. And I went on their X, and apparently it is. They only have 26,000 followers, but there's a lot of engagement. And it is a quote unquote yellow check mark, or a official organization on X. And then there's this video, which I'll share right now really quick.
The official YZY token just dropped.
Okay.
The official YZY token just dropped.
So he kind of looks like a hostage in this video. I don't know what it is. The vibes on this are just really weird. The first thing that they dropped was just a photo of a sort of iPhone message with the address of the token. And yeah, I don't know if times are tough or whatever, but it's not looking good. For the narrative and vision, I'm just going to give it a score. We're going to give it a 7 out of 20. And that's being generous. Honestly, there's not really much here. We'll take a look at the price. Well, that's the chart. It's not looking good. I mean, it launched, it spiked up to $3-ish, and then it has completely flatlined since then. There's been a lot of sort of talk around insider chatter, quote unquote, with it nuking basically 60% in one day. The claims of a payment stack, I guess, add some sizzle, but it's just marketing slop at this point. So anyway, for the tokenomics, we can confirm that there is, a billion YZY. It's on Solana. The circulating figures here, though, they vary. Some trackers show 1 billion. CMC, so CoinMarketCap snapshots, showed 300 million earlier. So I'm not really exactly sure what's going on. There are media briefings that describe an anti-sniping launch, meaning 25 contracts deployed and one was chosen, and vesting via a Jupiter lock with a large allocation to YZY Investments LLC. Some reports are citing almost 70%. So treat that as sort of claims pending on-chain verification and formal documentation, because whenever you make a one-off LLC, there's usually some nefarious stuff going on. And I did a rug check on this, and it wasn't great, right? For the Solana token, there's a low amount of holders, mutable metadata. And for the holders, actually, I didn't think that it was that low. It says that there's 35K holders. So a lot of people bag holding this thing. That is for sure. There's conflicting FDV also for this, and there's outsized treasury and insider allocations reported. So for that reason, I gave this a really low score, 5 out of 20 for tokenomics and supply. And we can move on to the tech and execution. Again, under the hood, this is your sort of standard Solana SPL token launch. It's trading on Radium, Meteora, mostly. It's recognized by major explorers and Web3 portals, right? It's on a lot of markets already. You can see there's 10 pages of markets for this thing. For the payments angle, there's press pieces that summarize YayPay and the YZY Card with claims about lower merchant fees and global spendability, but there's no audited code here. There's no process partners. There's no compliance architecture that's public yet. the CES presence is mostly announcements or Web3 wallet support, not deep order books. And honestly, I would be very surprised if they actually had anything, meaning any infrastructure around YZY Pay or the YZY Card. This literally just looks like a rug in progress to me. Anyway, for tech and execution, again, I was in a good mood this morning. I gave it a 9 out of 20, and we can move on to market structure and liquidity. So the launch mania was crazy. The market cap spiked towards 3 billion when it first launched. It's now down to 300 million. So there's a 24-hour swing of 60% reported by the majors. The liquidity is concentrated on Solana decentralized exchanges. The volume looks huge, but slippage and whipsaws are completely brutal. There's early top movers, wallet hubs, DEX trackers show intense flow around the single Radium Meteora pool, which is this one right here. That's fertile ground for basically MEV, snipers, and thin walls. So proceed with extreme caution if you're even thinking about getting in on this. Anyway, for market structure and liquidity, I didn't ding them too hard because they are on a lot of exchanges. There's a lot of markets for this. There's decent volume. So I gave it a 13 out of 20. And we can move on to the last section, exit risk and VC stakes. There's some red flags here, right? Media coverage flagged insider profit concerns and even account compromise speculation around the launch post before later confirmation videos surfaced. Whether that's a hack or not, the perception risk is sky high for this thing. When the face of the brand is the treasury, key man risk is off the charts. And for this, it's, our unfortunate hostage here, Kanye, yay, whatever. Rug checks, due diligence for this. Again, I did the rug check. It is what it is. The contract does appear on these explorers, but you have to do your own verifications for this kind of stuff. Again, absent a white paper or any auditing, you're trusting headlines, which, spoiler alert, never trust the headlines. You're not trusting the code for this one. For that reason, I gave exit risk and VC stakes a 6 out of 20 for a final tally for YZY Coin, YZY Money, whatever, 39 out of 100. This is a zombie protocol. There is massive awareness and a payments storyline here, but no white paper, messy supply optics, concentrated DEX liquidity, and launch controversy put this squarely in the trade the hype, don't marry it territory. Could it pop on more listings? Sure. But maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be 7 feet tall. Anyway, I wouldn't put any money into something where,
YZY token,
the guy launching it looks like he's in a hostage video. That's pretty much it for this one. If you want to get on this, I would say put it on a watch list and wait for real proof. Wait for the card to get launched. Wait for YZY Pay to actually make some kind of deal with merchant processors, and watch the SolScan holders. Keep an eye on the activity. But this one is definitely not for me. Again, when influencers and big names start dropping their own tokens, that's late cycle activity and kind of a red flag all over the place. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. That's YZY Money in the bag. I drop these 2 or 3 times a week. If you did enjoy the video, I'm not even going to ask you for it. You already know what to do. And as always, I'll see you for the next one. Have a great day.